Good morning, everyone. I'm still trying to get used to this live thing, y'all. But I find out that it's better to go live, that I don't have to worry about some kind of storage or something like that. So I think I'm going to be going live from here on in, at least for the time being, until I get a chance to get some more storage. Let's see if this thing is stable. Oh, you know what? The next thing I have to worry about is my phone charged. I don't know. Let's see how long it takes, y'all. We shall see. And I ain't been too long going to the door. Well, I went to the door because I was expecting my nebulizer today. And lo and behold, they brought it. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me show you. I've never seen, I have had. Where are you? I can't see. Oh, you can't see me. Then a little nebulizer. This thing, I was expecting it to be bigger because the nebulizer that I had years ago was way bigger than this little thing. Can you see that? Let me see if I can focus. I should have opened it up, but I haven't opened it yet. He just brought it. And then he asked me if I knew how to work it. I said, no. He says, well, I can show you. I said, no. I looked at the box. I said, no, I think it's, I can figure it out. So I'm figuring I haven't actually, like I said, I haven't even opened it yet because it just came. But I came up here first because I want to say hello to the EG team on the fourth day of Vlogmas. Are y'all shopping today? It's a nice day, except the chill is in the air. Well, it's December, so we gotta expect to have some chilly weather. And when I just opened my door a few minutes ago, wow, I said, I'm staying in. I'm in for the day. Even bad as I wanted to go get me some, I've been talking about those Christmas cookies. And of course, I seen it on Amazon. I was going to order them on Amazon. But they don't even have the $9 ones anymore. They got $12.20. I think they got one pack for $12.25 or something like that. And just last week, they were $9. And then you could get 2 bags of the Russell Stover cookies, those same cookies that I'm talking about. And you could get 2 bags for $27. And then I go back, they said they don't even have the 12.25 bag. I said, oh my goodness. I said, probably CVS, not CVS, CVS probably don't have any more either. I didn't know those cookies were that popular. Like I said, I had never even heard of them until my sister, introduced me to them. She said she had had them before. Oh, this is very simple. These little things right here, you blow into it and you suck it into your lungs. But the unit itself, let's see what the unit. Okay, I would have to be near an electrical outlet. I had a track outlet that's missing because when I can't talk and unpack it. This thing, look at it. It's kind of heavy. It feels like it might weigh about 5 pounds or something. When I got my floors done, I'm missing a track. The electrical tracks that you plug a lot of units in. And I said, what? Because I realized in my bedroom, that's where I had it. I had it in my bedroom. But when they plugged my TV back up, they didn't, I don't know what happened to the track. The long track like that. Those, I think you call them a power track. You know what I mean, the power outlets that you plug everything into. You can plug more than one unit, up to maybe 5 or 6, sometimes more than that. Because I got one over here. I think this one over here, it charges your phone. It does a whole lot, y'all. It charges your phone, and then you can plug out. You can plug, matter of fact, I've got that heater plugged into it right now, but it's inside the box, where you hide the electrical cords from. So I'm going to have to be near an outlet that Oh, this is pack. I don't know what that was. This is packing. See it? Doesn't take up much space at all. I don't know if you can see that. It's not that big. But I don't have the solution that goes to it. My pharmacy is telling me that they don't have it there and that my doctor never ordered it. So I've been on the phone trying to talk to the doctor, and I don't know what they're going to do because my insurance, I don't think, covers this. I'm not sure. I got to look into it a little more. I'm going to call my doctor later on again because I spoke to them once already. Well, I spoke to her office. I didn't speak to her directly. Oh, well, I do this box. Yeah, so I should, after that, this is why the doctor had given it to me because so many little parts. I could throw that in the trash can and forget about it. Probably don't even need it. What is it? It's like a sponge. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. As long as this is the main stuff right here. I don't know what they gave me that little stuff for, but like I said, I'll figure it out. But I don't even have the medication anyway. How y'all doing this morning? It seems like the phone is jerking. Is it, or is it just me? Probably just me. Let me show you what's happening with the whip. Oh, how she has grown. She is getting bigger. I think I'm going to get ready to square it off. But I think what I'm going to do is order me some more gray and white and just finish the whole thing up with gray and white. And don't put no more colors in it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I know I'm going to run out of yarn. So I'm just going to get on here and order some yarn from Amazon. Which I'm going to have to pay double probably for what I would pay from that at oh, brother. Maybe I'm trying to see if this phone will work. Hold on a minute. Oh, shoot. These phones are so slow. I wonder why they're so slow. I got my fireplace burned. Let me see if I can show it to you. That's what I'm trying to show. Let's see if I can show y'all my fireplace I got going on over here. See my fireplace? And can you hear it crackling? It's crackling like a real fireplace, y'all. That's why I hate to bother this thing, because once you turn it, then you got to try to adjust it back like you had it. And it's not that easy, even though this thing is like gooseneck. It bends and twists and everything like that. But then at the same time, I got to, make sure that it's stable and it's still attached to my desk without slipping off. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to be up here much longer, y'all, because, like I said, the battery, I don't even see how much battery I got. What? Well, I've been up here 8 minutes. What? I just got up here. So what y'all doing today? Are you going to Walmart? How about Kohl's? Nobody talks about Kohl's. Are you going to Kohl's in Burlington? Why is it almost always Walmart and Target? And there's TJ Maxx, y'all. I like TJ Maxx, but I hardly ever go to TJ Maxx. I would say that I haven't been to TJ Maxx in about 2 or 3 years. And that's for sure. That's the truth. And it's right on the same side as the Target, as the Stop and Shop that I go to out there. Right on the end. When I get in my trail, my bike trail, I have to pass TJ Maxx. Yeah, and I hardly ever stop in TJ Maxx. Kohl's, I go there when I get ready to make a return from Amazon sometimes. But now that Staples is doing it on the same side as Stop and Shop, I haven't been to Kohl's in a while. Yeah, and Burlington's. I think I've mentioned Burlington's before. I love Burlington. I really do, but I haven't been there in years. Now, Burlington is on the other side of the street on the same side as Walmart. Never go to Burlington. But that's because they don't have automatic doors. That thing just popped up again talking about welcome to the live. I thought they would get ready to shut me off. Why can't I see on this phone right now how much storage I have? I'm sure they'll I mean, how much time I've been up here. Not time, how much juice I got on my battery for my phone. And so therefore, I'm going to close the live right now, y'all. And I might get back up here a little later because I'm getting ready to make me some lunch. I'm probably going to have a tuna fish and some crackers, something very simple. And I don't have any washing, no more washing to do. But I do have a few dishes in the sink. And I got to mop my area. I got to mop that kitchen floor too. But I'm not going to put no whole lot of soap on it. I'm just going to just put some water and there's anybody here but me, and I wear my shoes. I don't wear shoes in the house. I don't have that much company. So I don't want to mess the floors up either. I don't even know how to do the floors. Well, this guy was telling me, talking about get some mop and glow. I've seen mop and glow years ago. And mop and glow, especially if you don't clean your floors first, you would get a buildup of dirt. I remember people used to do it with their tile floors. I think they just started to mop and glow without even sweeping the floor because like all around the edges would be like dark, like, dirty looking. But the floor would be shining. And so I don't want to go there. I don't want no wax buildup on the floors. I want my floors to stay like they are. It's just like me. You get old, but you still remain the same. You're old, but you still remain the same. Don't think that just because you get old, you get mean and evil, y'all. Because if you're mean and evil when you get old, it simply means you've been that way all along. You didn't just get there just because you're old. If you got bad attitude when you young, you're going to have a bad attitude when you get older. It's as simple as that. You ain't gonna change it. Your whole body and all that kind of stuff is gonna change. If you are like that when you're young, you're gonna be like that when you get old too. If you feel like you gotta argue your way through life, you're gonna continue to argue when you are old. Don't think you're gonna change because see, you're still you. You're still you. And if you see a person that's nice and sweet like my mother, Lord have mercy. I ain't nothing like my mother. They said that before. My mother took after my dad, which I did not know that character. But I must have taken after him. I mean, my mother, a nice person, like, everybody sort of gravitated towards my mother. And she was always really nice to people. I mean, I am too, don't get me wrong. I'm not nasty to people or anything, but I think I'm a little bit more outspoken a little bit than my mother was. I mean, she get mad with you, don't you? You know when she got upset now. You better get in your corner when my mama got upset. You go get your behind whooped. But, I'm just saying in general, everybody loved her in general. And, I'm just the opposite, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to get up here before this thing runs out of... I'm not telling y'all anything about Vlogmas, am I? What's Vlogmas all about? Is it about Christmas? Or is it about the holidays? Is it appropriate to say Merry Christmas to everyone? Some people don't celebrate Christmas. My daughter don't celebrate nothing. She said it's pagan. Oh, Lord have mercy. See what I'm saying? You could have children that ain't even like you. Because I used to love, Christmas when my kids was growing up, which I mean, her son, she only got one son. And he'll be 16 on his birthday. But a lot of people, sometimes they may get offended because you say Merry Christmas. And that's why a lot of people, they sort of gravitate to happy holidays, you know. But that happy holidays covers a lot of ground right there. Not just, one person, like you're not saying happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah. You just say happy holidays. And just like I said, that just about covers it all. But sometimes you might just say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. How about your New Year? Would you say your New Year was happy this year? I would say, well, for the most part, I am happy. I didn't get involved in nothing. I ain't involved in no riot marches and all that, which I'm glad the people that did it. But I mean, I wasn't, out there. I don't think I would have been out there. Um, but we've had a rocky year. We was on like a roller coaster, you know, and wondering what's going to happen next. But hopefully, let God work it out. He'll work it out. Oh yeah, that God said, tells us, Jesus, take the wheel. You've heard that saying before. Take the wheel. That's right. And all you do is pray daily. Keep yourself in order. Keep your mind straight. Don't confuse. Don't come from a house of confusion where you get your children all confused. And, just teach your children the right way. And that means when you treating people the right way, that means everybody. Don't let negativity come out of your mouth. And if you don't let negativity come out of your mouth, the chances are negativity is not going to come out of your children's mouth either. Yeah, that's true. In your household, what do you teach and talk about in your household? This is what you call the way I was brought up. I wasn't. You often hear people say, "Well, I wasn't brought up that way," and I wasn't. I wasn't brought up that way to speak negative, unpleasant things about people and just talk bad about people. Because we all have our hang-ups. We got something that is not perfect. There is no such thing as being perfect, y'all. That's why we have to forgive one another. And on that note, I go with love. Cheers. Have a great day, everyone. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Wait.